Hello, everybody. My name is Benjamin Rubino, and I'm running to be the OMN sports chief for the academic year of 2022 to 23. I'm really excited to do this. I'm kind of a little intimidated by this video idea, but I'm going to roll with it. Hopefully, you guys like what I have to say. I just want to start off first by saying that I've had a really good and productive year. I believe just being the assistant sports editor. I know this was a brand new position this year, and there was kind of a lot of trust put into me to show if the position is worth it. And I really think it was, because without it, a lot of work would have been on Andres, the current sports editor, sports chief's shoulders. And I like to think that I helped him out a little while also adding a little bit of my own touch and kind of prepping myself to be in this position now where I'm running to be next year's sports chief after already having a year under my belt of getting the general sense of what it holds, you know? So there are a couple questions you guys would like me to answer. And the first one I'd like to talk about is how my goals for being the sports chief would align with OMN's mission statement, which correlates a lot with diversity and sharing the voices of many different students and, for me, athletes across campus. And I just want to keep doing that, staying with our diversity and equity statement, because diversity, equity, and inclusion is just really important for being a progressive and productive company / building what we are here with Orange Media. And I just want to keep getting good stories out there of athletes and students who don't usually have a voice to tell the story, and keep trying to push getting those sports that aren't as equally represented, such as like the big footballs and basketballs and baseballs here at Oregon State. And so moving on, a vision I have for this specific medium is to try and get more writers that have they played sports in their past. You come to college, sometimes you played sports in high school, but most people come to college and now they're just students. But I really want to try and network my way through the college dorms and fraternities and try and find these people who are really passionate about sports, just don't know that they can write about it. And it's a really easy thing to learn with, we can set them to trainings with Jen and Steven, even if they want to get some FM training, but just getting these people the people who have the passion for sports, then they can learn how to make a sports story. And then from there, you just have a bunch of really passionate reporters and writers. What will I change about my medium, about the sports medium? I think I would change giving out kudos a little bit more, giving out respect where respect is due, and telling writers and reporters good job a little bit more. Not saying anything that Andres, our current sports chief, didn't do, but I just kind of want to improve the communication. At least I didn't see what his communication was like individually with reporters, but at least in big group situations, it kind of seemed like sometimes we were rushing through agendas just to get done with the meeting. And I really want to emphasize speaking with these people and hearing from them and hear their ideas too. How will the sports medium serve the campus community? So Oregon State, a lot of us are about the sports here. The sports do a lot for the community and people here on campus. So I'd like to just keep maintaining like the podcast we have, getting athletes in there to tell their story and kind of give them the chance to put something out there where people can listen to it later on and really get to know these people a little differently, as well as just giving the campus community the insight to what's happening within the sports realm, as well as some of the big news that we want to share from OMN's perspective. So I like to keep that going, because it's really important how our medium can help this community. How will I build up others? I'm really good at building up others, I believe. Like I said earlier, I'm really good at giving respect where respect is due, telling people how I really feel. I'm a straight shooter. I don't beat around the bush or candy coat anything. I just tell you what I really feel, and hopefully we can get to the point where there's a level of communication, transparency, and trust between myself and all of the other writers and reporters, so that we can get the best product out there. Obviously, during meetings, I like to share my perspective of what I would like to see, but I want to really encourage writers to give me their perspective as well and what they would like to write about. And I think from that would help build the transparency between the editor and writing position, because, and I can go into this further, but because once that is there, then, there's less just less misunderstandings and less can go wrong. And it's already such a communication-based job. You have to communicate with me as a writer. You have to communicate with photographers so that they know what you as the writer are wanting to write about. There's a lot that goes into it, and just building up everybody and making sure everyone feels respected and wanted here, that can be really important. And the last question here is, how will you create an environment where other creators can thrive and reach their potential? And I feel like I've answered this throughout this video. It's just I'm really want to be here. I want people to want to come here. I want to communicate with people so that there's the level of trust, transparency, so that as little things that can go wrong, go wrong. That would mean putting writers in uncomfortable situations sometimes to really get them to get a new sport, or, like sending someone who's always writing about football to a gymnastics meet to learn a little bit more about what that's like, and also learn how to write about that. And it's all about networking and connections. So I want to emphasize people getting to meet the SIDs, getting to meet the coaches, constant email communication, phone call communication, just so that there's the relationship already there built in. And Andres has done a great job with setting that up already, and I really just look to keep it going. So thank you guys for listening to me, and I look forward to hearing from you guys and speaking a little more later. Thank you.